Hey there, everybody. Yes, yes. So, I'm sure all of you guys have heard the news so far. And I've been waiting for this. I was getting a little sci ready, so you guys know. Let me see. Let me pull off this my guys. Finally. I mean, I started getting email after email, text message. I'm like helping my dad today because you guys know he always has me doing something. He had me building a wall the other day. I had to put up a tent. It just every day is something new. So I had to do this and do all kind of stuff in between. But I'm gonna just go ahead and drop the link because I know this is gonna be a good one that we're all gonna want to talk about because we have all been waiting for this day. I'm not fully satisfied, but I see the tactics they're taking. I know some people didn't want to be patient, but they knew what they were doing. There's no way that they were just going to let this slide, but I still feel like it's not going to go down how we're really going to want to go down. I have a feeling that Jacqueline is going to end up flipping on TREZELL and get immunity. And I don't want her to get immunity at all because how she acted. Oh, my little bow's weird. When that family came and see, this is her whole mannerism. I wouldn't be surprised if TREZELL is actually taking more of it. I see her having the anger issues. Hey, Jeanette.
Hey.
How are you? Let me say hi to everybody in the building. Yes, girl. I was getting message after message because I follow Buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I follow him. So I'm trying to look at this and help my dad. I got stuff playing. He's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, no.
You pictures and
You sending me stuff. I mean, I'm trying to look at it. I'm doing the 10 and my dad don't have no strength and I'm this big. So I'm on the ladder, trying to stretch the door. Man, I'm trying to get home. Finally got home probably an hour ago. So let's see. We got Miranda in the building. Hey, Randeezy. Of course, we got Jeanette, y'all. Let's see.
If they're charging him for second-degree murder, I asked
I'm
this
gonna pull up his charges. I have him here because everybody was telling me something different, and you know me, I have to go be nosy. I'm literally getting a hat made, and it's just gonna say nosy.
But this is my question: if they're charging him for second-degree murder, who are they charging for first?
It doesn't work like that. Hold on. Let me get through this real quick. Veronica's in the building. I think I seen Octavius pop in here.
Because second degree is a lower charge.
Yeah, but let me tell you why. Hey, Michael, how are you? Yes, I know I seen Octavius in the building. Okay, so let me tell you why. So second degree, for him to get first degree, he would have had to have either plant this or there would have had to be an extra malicious intent, something of that sort to make it aggravated.
So it's heat of passion or kind of.
It wouldn't be heat of passion because that can fall under what is it called? Manslaughter or something like that. No, second degree is just basically this wasn't something you planned to do or anything like that. But I want to bring up his charges real quick. I was going to wait to do this, but since you're asking that question, let me go ahead and pop it up here. Let me get my screen together. I'm telling you, when I found this out, I'm happy, jittery and everything. And everybody's what's wrong with you? I was y'all wouldn't even understand.
Because I didn't think they got them yet, but I guess
for him to have,
they got him.
Yeah. And you know what? If he were to commit suicide, like you were saying that he possibly could do,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I would be upset because I didn't get the full story, which I don't think we're ever going to get the full story.
Right.
Hey, boo. I heard Wanda, Jackie, and TREZELL have been booked. I have just gotten home, so I will be checking on all that, but I wanted to pull TREZELL's first because I'm like looking. So I'm gonna but you can pop up here. I will toss the invite in the chat over here on Naomi China D. Everybody gets to speak. You do not have to be a content creator. As long as we're all respectful, anybody can pop up here. So Snacks, pop up. So I was bringing up the chargers they have. Hold on. Come on, Chrome, where you at? Which one is it? Gotta be this one.
I wasn't expecting that today.
I knew it was coming because look, when I call up there and they start giving you little Winnebago, they did. Oh,
Yeah,
shit. Look at if you watch this video. I will. Actually, I don't know if he would even pop up here, but okay. I sure will. I'm gonna actually probably hit him up tonight and so we can have a little convo. But Snitch, just to let you know, the person you popped up in the chat and said, that's cool, but I normally don't let people write names of other content creators in the chat because I used to not care. And then I had a couple of them flip out on me for no apparent reason. And it wasn't even anything negative that was said about them, but just because people were bringing them up. Mm-hmm. So always feel free to pop in the backyard when I pop the chat up, and you can write any content creator, whatever you need to write in the chat. And then I'll let you know if it's okay to put it on here because I've already had people say like, no, I don't understand it. They get more other people looking at them, but they do get upset. And I really don't understand it. It's all good. All love over here. I'm just letting you know. He's cool though. He's actually popped up over here a few times. So he's cool. But let me pop this up because I keep saying it.
What's up, Hi, Jeanette.
What's up? I'm sorry, Michael. You're going to have to tone it down today because I am too excited for what's going on today, okay? My bed, like they are getting, I feel like we're getting somewhere, okay? Because this has been driving me crazy. Look.
I know, man.
Look at the babies. Okay. I still don't want to believe they're gone. I still want to believe something else, but obviously they found something out to where they are now charging this man because they would not go for these charges that they have. Someone has said something. They got these kids that they have in custody that, you know, they have them for a while. They'll end up talking. You do not know, but it always made me uneasy that TREZELL told the lady that he was getting the house from that gave him money. He said the words, trying to get off of the grid. Okay? When you hear those words, I'm trying to get off the grid, you've either snitched on someone, the cops are looking for you, something of that sort. I wouldn't go, even though I don't want to be around people like that, I wouldn't go to Southern California, to Cal City, because that's way out of the way, and say, hey, I'm coming out here to get off the grid. Why would I say that? I want to come out here to have some peace. I don't want the city life, something like that. But I wouldn't say I'm coming out here to get off the grid. Always felt uneasy about it. And I always had two things. It's either what I kind of feel like I'm comfortable with saying some things that I found out previously that I never wanted to talk about before, but it's one of two things. Either Jackie and TREZELL have something to do with it. So I'm going to say either she flipped out when she seems like she flips the top real quick. He's taking credit for it, but then that means, but you can't just like flip and kill two kids at the same time. You know what I mean? So something could have happened to one and you feel like you had to get rid of the other, something like that. So TREZELL could have either be covering up for her or he could really be the one because they said he's kind of militant, you know, but how her anger came out towards that family. And if I had more time, I think I'll do this tomorrow. I'm going to go pull out a few clips of just certain things that was bothering me throughout this case. And you'll see what I'm saying with her and her temperament. He seemed like he was trying to be too cool and collected. I think he did this in order not to fidget. But when you do this, you are trying to comfort yourself. It's a comforting tactic. You know, cross your hands. You want to get, you're covering your major organ area. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people do this, like this, or something like that. So I think he did that to stop, like, you know, looking fidgety. She did, what did she do? Hold on, I got her little crazy picture up here. She did something that I was saying she was doing. These masks got to hold back a lot. Yeah, that was her comforting thing. She kept going like this. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, and you would just keep seeing her like looking behind. What are you looking for, boo? Who are you looking for? I didn't understand that with her. So let's just go ahead and pop this up because I keep saying it and I keep getting off. So I'm gonna have to make my screen bigger because I can't really see it this small. My contacts got messed up, yo. Okay, so you see his name at the top. He has no bail. Thank you, Jesus, because I'm tired of seeing these cases where these people still end up having bail. You see his birth year. There's no reason why these young adults should have had 6 children in their possession at a time. That makes no sense to me. So he has the 2 second-degree murders, willful cruelty to a child 2, and false report of an emergency. I'm thinking this false report of an emergency was when he called. He had all of Cal City out there looking for these boys. When we know he only went and looked for all of what? Was it 6 minutes? Something like that, right?
Fake 911 call.
Fake 911 call. We looking around. Jacqueline, you wasn't looking around for no kids. We seen you. And I do give A.V. Washman credit for, I feel like if he wasn't there to get that video from that man of what happened that night, things would be a little bit more blurry. We didn't see her go outside and look at all until the police pulled up. But I think he went outside trying to say, like, you know, if somebody did have a camera, it could look like he's going through the motions. So he went act like he was getting firewood. There's no way we're going to use tumbleweeds for firewood. There's just no way. And then they look in your yard. They're like, is this what you were getting for firewood? So these 2 kids left. No, there's nowhere that they could have hid. And all this time, somebody would have gave them up in this area. Okay. So that was already, I was like, okay, no. Then for 2 children to go missing at once, I want to say that that's not, you know, something that really happens. Wait, I want to put that small. That's what I'm trying to do. Wait. I ain't trying to figure this out, y'all. We bouncing around now. I actually want to make it smaller than us. I'm going to stop right now because I'm doing too much. Anyway, so, dang, now I've lost my train of thought. But no, for 2 children to go missing out in Cal City and Bakersfield, like I said, I have a list of siblings going missing on the same day at the same time, same place, siblings going missing. So there's something going on with that. And if they can't find a body and they think it was human trafficking in the beginning, oh shoot. Hey, Miss Veronica, and they thought it was a trafficking situation in the beginning, there has to be something that leads them to think this was a homicide rather than just being, you know, a missing child or them putting them into some type of trafficking situation. There has to be something that they have, and we will find it out soon. So, hey, Miss Veronica, did you want to say something? Let's see. I wanted to read some stuff to you guys, though, for real. Let's see. Okay, so here, let me pop it up on the screen, though, for you guys, so you guys can try to read along. Remove settings. What did I say settings? Share. There we go. Share screen. All right, so I'm gonna pop this up. I know you guys are not probably gonna be able to read it while it's up there, but I'm going to go over to the actual page so that I can read it with you guys. Okay, so adoptive father charged with murder of Cal City brothers. Authorities announced Tuesday that charges have been filed against the adoptive father of two California City boys who were reported missing from their home December 22nd, 2020. According to a news release, Orrin West, 4 years old, and Orson West, 3 years old, which we also know is Classic and Sincere, were playing outside of their home where they lived with their adoptive parents, TREZELL and Jacqueline West. 2 counts of second-degree murder charges were filed against TREZELL West in addition to 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child and falsely reporting an emergency. According to court records, TREZELL West said he had been gathering firewood and briefly went back inside the home where the boys were playing. When he went back outside, the boys were gone, he said. The California City Police Department searched the home, and both of the adoptive parents were questioned. According to the police chief, John Walker, foul play was suspected after a search aided by a helicopter with infrared covering a 5-mile perimeter. No trace of the missing brothers. So I was saying that these are toddlers, and they're trying to say, okay, well, somebody could have grabbed one. Nobody's going to be able to grab 2 kids, get missing that fast. It's just not, it doesn't make sense. So, okay. The community rallied behind the investigation by raising more than $100,000 in reward money. Last March, the Bakersfield Police Department joined an investigation, and the FBI and National Center for Missing and Exploited Children became involved. In addition, an additional 44 search warrants. Y'all heard that? Y'all thought they wasn't doing anything. You guys were yelling. An additional 44 search warrants were served by last June, and 83 people were interviewed and 170 items were seized. A lawsuit against Kern County was filed by the boys' biological what? See, I didn't know this part. Go Charles Pettis. And you know what? When I seen him on that video, I will also bring that up tomorrow. I actually need to write down some things that I need to pull up for you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to pull up the dad's video. And what did I say? Jackie's flip out. So, okay, I'm happy for Charles. Like, he's really doing something, because I see, other than Roro, I don't see, Roro is who I see has the most passion with all of this. So a lawsuit against Kern County was filed by the boys' biological father, Charles Pettis, alleging officials were negligent and taking the boys from their birth parents and placing them in custody of the West family. No information was available at the time of the press as to the location of the missing boys' bodies. Okay? So there are no bodies, but for them to be able to, I'm telling you guys, for them to be able to make a claim this serious, there has to be some evidence that is going to stick, because there's rarely that you get a nobody, case like this. Let's see. I'm not ignoring you guys. Let's see. Hey, Zena, how are you, my love? Hey, Tennessee, they charged her also now, is what people are saying. Yes, Tennessee, I will look into that. I'm very nosy. I don't like to put things out here to make people think otherwise unless I can find the information myself. So if I do find that, I will be glad to put that on here, and I will say it myself. I'm not sure yet if she was charged, because I keep seeing little rumors here and there saying they went and picked up Wanda and they went and picked her up. So I will come back with that one, though. Let's see. That's why they got them. Yes. Hey, Christina, how are you, love? I'm sleeping in the bushes. I'm sure if something serious come out, Christina, you gonna pop up. Here we go, yo, boo, Christina. What's up, Christina? How you doing? Let's see. What was this? No, Miss Veronica, I do not think that they have bodies and they're just not saying anything. I don't think that they would do that. That would be, things like this are public information. They wouldn't have bodies and just not say anything. You know what I'm saying? They may do that to them, ask them questions with already knowing they have the bodies. But if you're bringing something out like this, they wouldn't just be like, we don't have a body, but we're charging them. They'll be like, we found these bodies, we're charging them. Because if they do find these bodies and it looks like something that wasn't like, you know, you flipped out and like hit the kid, blunt force trauma, and it looked like something like legitly got a gun and shot these children. So that would have been premeditated or something. You went and got the gun, you went and did this because you know what I mean. It's not like you're trying to protect yourself from a 4 and a 5. I mean, a 4 and a 3-year-old. So that's why I think they're going with the lesser charge of second degree, because I feel like if they feel, not I feel like if they feel, I feel like if they go for first degree, there's a chance that they can't prove it's a first degree, you know, type situation, and he can go free. Second degree would be the best because he can still get a lot of time. It's just like the death penalty wouldn't be on the table with a second degree. So, yeah. And you're right, Miss Veronica. And if you guys are wondering why I'm answering Miss Veronica and you guys don't know, she's on the panel, but she's writing in my private chat. She said maybe they have an idea. And I think they have an idea of something. They found something to where they are like, no, there's evidence that these children are not alive. There's no longer they're missing. There's none of that. There's something that they found. Could be blood evidence, could be anything, could be bone fragments that they found in a burn pit, could be anything that leads them to say, hey, these children are not alive. So, go ahead.
I kind of wonder if the kids that they took into custody witnessed something and have said something by now.
I've already, to me, that's why they didn't give these kids back. And the older ones are old enough to say, when they ask these kids, well, when was the last time you seen them? Did your parents ever take them with you guys to Cal City? They would have known that.
Right.
What was, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I last seen them here and they said, you know, they took them to whatever. Yeah, you can tell your kids this all you want, but when they tell that to an adult, that can filter out. Of course, they're going to believe their parents and say, oh, they went with another family or whatever. Mm-hmm. The reason why I think when they were trying to get the kids back and they went to court and all that stuff and all that extra cizaña, I feel like they already knew what those children were saying. And that's why they're not getting these children back by no means necessary. And I feel like that's why Mwanda is very upset. She knows that there's no way. And I don't think that Wanda would be able to, and this is in my opinion, would be able to get those children back either, just off of the fact that she let them stay in her house. She knew when the last time she really seen those kids. And if they questioned her, I'm sure they did, either she lied for her son and said, oh, I seen them this date, and the police know for sure there's no way you seen them this date. So if she wasn't being completely honest, and I feel that's the reason why the brother tried to put a little bit of money up and say, hey, I'm washing my hands, I'm gonna jump out of this, I don't want to be a part of it, because he already knew him and his brother ain't cool like that, you know. For him to be the little savior of the family, this is all in my opinion, you guys, he's like, I can touch it a little bit, but I can't get too involved because it would affect him in the long run. So you're like, I can't get involved with this one, but hey, bro, I'll help you out. You know, I mean, I know what's really going on, but here's what I can do. And I believe if these children were really missing, he would be in his position, would have been the spokesperson for his family. Right. He knew something was going on, and that's why he was like, here you go, bro. I'm out of here, deuce. Like, no, he would have stood up for that family way more than he has done already. What are your thoughts on that? I'm going to bring up something else on here.
I think that too. I really want to know if Wanda was arrested and why, if that's the case.
I'm not finding that. I'm hearing that as rumors, and I don't want to put that on my page if I don't have that information. So
Right.
I'm not finding that anywhere. And between me doing all I was doing, I've been looking and looking and looking. I only have found that TREZELL, because some people were saying, oh no, there's a warrant out for him and they couldn't find him. I was already thinking that was not true, because they have kept their eyes on this family the entire time, letting them feel like they were free and doing whatever. They knew where he's going to be when they had that warrant. They knew when they were going to serve that warrant. They already had eyes on him. They had him. So whoever said he was free and running and doing all this, no. When
Right.
they were gonna go and get this warrant and serve this warrant to him, they knew where he was. They wasn't gonna go blindly searching for him so he can get a clue out that they're looking for him so he can leave. No, this case is too high profile, too many people, and this is worldwide that are invested in this case. They wasn't gonna do nothing too tricky like that.
That's
You know
why
how
I was
much
like,
backlash they would have got? That's not true. I don't believe that that's true. And if it comes out that, yeah, he had a chance to run, I'd be surprised. But when everybody was telling me that, I went and looked into it, and I'm like, no, he's in jail. He has
that's
nobody.
why I was like, wait a minute. Did they really? Why would they announce that without having him already?
Yeah, no, I do not think that they did that. I heard it, I get emails and things like that. Yeah, I do look into what everybody says. Nobody feel like I don't look into it. I definitely do. But I go do my own research, because I don't want to get on here looking like a fool. And if I do, I'll be like, hey, my bad. Like, this is what I found off of, legit sources, but I wouldn't want to come on here and give somebody wrong information. So till I see that Wanda was, what's it call it? You know what I'm saying? Arrested. Oh, I wanted to take that off that I was trying to do. Oh, there we go. Stop share. Until I find that out, I'm not going to come on here and say, hey, I found out that Wanda is such as a, no. I think that if Jamal didn't know, I think that the other brother didn't know. And that's why he was trying to be more of the protector of everyone. I feel like that's why he was the one standing outside, the one, doing all of that, because I feel like I knew my boo was going to pop up. I knew it. What's up? I was just waiting on you.
What's going on?
What's up? I knew you was going to have to say something about this one. I just knew it.
I am so ecstatic. It's very bad. It's sad circumstances, but I'm ecstatic that somebody's taking accountability, and I'm just ecstatic that they have something. I'm just hoping that the circumstantial case, if it is a circumstantial case and they don't have, anything to prove, but if it's circumstantial, they have to have it airtight, and I just pray to God that it's airtight.
They already
no
went.
technicalities.
And I don't feel like it's going to be completely circumstantial. You know why? Because they have those children that are old enough to speak. I think they have enough, and they're not going to say too much. They're keeping it close to the vest because they want to keep TREZELL thinking, keep Jacqueline thinking, well, what do they know? They can't have contact with those kids, so they can't say, well, baby, what'd you tell them? So that they can make it something with it. Well, no, tell them this. They can't. And I think that hold on, Michael, do not interrupt me. I think that their best thing that they didn't fall on was taking those kids immediately before the parents got a chance to brainwash them. And I feel like they got to questioning right then and there. And that's how they were finding out certain spots where we were like, well, why are they looking there? We don't know why they're looking there. They know why they're looking there. So that's why I feel like they have something to charge him with 2 second degrees. I feel like they don't have these bodies, even though people are saying, oh, they might have them. No, I feel like they don't, because if they do, I feel like there's a possibility they could do first degree. But without those bodies, you don't really know what happened. They're not here. Whatever evidence they have leads to them not being alive. But you can't say if it was premeditated murder. You can't say there were aggravating factors. You can't say it was cruel and what is the other one? Cruel and whatever. I can't think. Things that happened to these children to put it in a first degree manner. So their best thing was to put it in a second degree. And I'm happy that's why they have second degree. And then, we go to manslaughter, what is it called? Passion crimes and stuff like that. I feel like they were too money hungry, wanting these children for certain reasons. I don't know if this is true, that one of the children or both had some type of disability, and you get more checks on that. I'm not sure about that, but I've been seeing, like with Arimothy and King Amir, that I brought to light that other people jumped on, and I don't mind it because these children need exposure, but don't act like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, let it be known there's a lot more than just those children. But them also, they wouldn't give me any information on those kids. The information that I was getting was either one or both of them had special needs. And so why are these children just going missing and no one cares? I'm like, so are the parents looking for them or anything like that? Bakersfield won't answer those questions. And it's not only little ones. They're mostly within this age range of like, not really 5. I've seen 5, but it's more from 4 down to where siblings are going missing at the same time. But I have seen a 10 and a 9-year-old. I've seen, what was the other 2? I believe it was a 10 and like a 7-year-old-ish. Siblings missing same time. No one's looking for them, nothing. And that's why I want like to build like a little group that actually cares about things that are going on in California. And I care about everywhere, but we do have a big sex trafficking ring. And you were talking about that last time, right, Infamous? And how predominant it is out here in California, since we're right here by Mexico. Also Arizona, also Texas, also Nevada. It's just so prevalent in these areas to where they're just shipping kids out. And you guys think it's not that big because you guys are not seeing it firsthand. But I've been a part of groups to where we go out and talk to young girls that have been taken out of their situations, thank God, and they talk about their experiences. This is not just something that people are talking about. This is going on day and night, day and night. Either it's a parent that has substance abuse problems and are giving their children up. It can be, somebody that got their CPS falling short on checking into these homes, which they're doing a lot. You guys heard about that last case I was talking about where it's this young couple getting foster kids, only girls in their teens, just to sex traffic them, to get money to pay their bills. Also, the girl in the situation were using these teens that they were fostering to satisfy her boyfriend or husband, whatever he is.
Can I just chime in? Can I say one thing real quick?
No, you can go
There's
ahead.
a lot.
Ask you a
There is
question.
the percentage of missing kids in the system. There's a lot of missing kids that are actually in the system.
I know. But can we get answers?
Yes.
No. This information is public, and they don't want to tell you nothing when you go to ask them.
Yeah.
I've called them there many a times. I'm sure they don't even give anybody my messages. They're just like, that's that crazy criminal asking
AV
questions.
Watchman went out there. He actually went there, and then they just shut down all of a sudden. It was all good for him to go in there, and then when they were asking about the missing children, that they wanted to help find them, saying that they wanted, if they found out so many missing children are missing, so is there a way that they can help to try to look for them? And they just shut down. He has a video of it. It's crazy.
I don't even got to see the video. I know for a fact that that's what they do. That list of kids that I had, and I was showing it on that one live, I've asked them about so many kids, but my interest, excuse me, I say before I come on in, but my interest is the 2 siblings going missing at the same time. It just does not make sense to me, and they have no explanation. They want to know, who am I? Am I, kin to them? Am I this? It doesn't matter. This should be public information. Why are there no flyers? Why are there there's nothing. No one's saying anything. It's just like these kids are disposable. That's what I feel like.
And CPS and Child Services is its own entity. It's not related to juvenile court. They have the hearings at juvenile court, but it's its own separate entity. That's what the tricky part is too. There's a lot of misinformation of what it is actually. They don't want you to know what it actually is and what the entity is. You know what I mean?
They don't. I'm gonna drop down real quick, and I'm gonna change my I don't know how it flipped me down to the lower 3G or whatever it is, but it doesn't have me on my main So I'm gonna come down real quick, and I'm gonna come back up. Hold on. Oh yeah, you guys can talk while I'm out.
That's what's messing with me. Like 2 kids missing at the same time.
So the paper that I was on my avatar is actually the booking information for TREZELL and Jacqueline, that they have them both in custody.
Good.
Wow.
I'm glad. I've been waiting for this day. I didn't know it was going to be today.
That's what the white avatar is. It shows that they're booked. They're in custody.
What you were saying, Jeanette?
I said I've been waiting for this day. I didn't know it was going to be today, but that surprised me when I did see that.
Okay, so can you guys see me, or am I still going out? Because I kept seeing my thing circle.
No, I can see you.
Okay, cool. So is there no way that you can share that on the screen? Infamous, can you press share on your screen?
I could go on my laptop. I'm gonna stay on here until I switch over. So when you see another my avatars pop up, I'll share it on that one.
If that's
I can
too much, you can just tell me where it is. And when you say that,
I snapshotted it. So I hurried up and put it in there and sent it to some people.
I have a question. When you say theirs, who's theirs?
What do you mean? Oh, Jacqueline and TREZELL. Is that what you're asking me?
So you know that Jacqueline's in there for sure?
Yeah, she's in custody. That's what this avatar is. But let me go on my laptop and I'll show you. Yeah, I'll go on my laptop and show you. So I'm gonna go on mute and go on my laptop.
I searched before I came on. And if it pops up now,
parents.
The news only announced the charges against him. So
right, but I also went in and tried to see if I can find, because you know how you can go on to see who's in jail?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So I didn't see it then. I could be wrong. I don't ever act like I'm always right, but I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Well, because where did that come from? Because the news would have announced both of them.
Both of them. That's why I'm trying to see where she got that from. I don't want to feed anybody any false information at all.
But he said he's going on court TV tomorrow. That report.
Brian?
Brian, yeah.
Ain't that the real father?
No.
No, what's the real father of the kids?
One of their father is the Charles guy. And I can actually hold on. Let me see.
Because when you was reading it, the father.
I was talking about Charles. I was talking about Charles Pettis, but hold on. I've actually played a video of him prior. So I'm going to bring that up just so you can see who I'm talking about, who the dad is. And it seems like he's really pushing the issue. And I appreciate that, especially from an African-American man actually taking, I know you guys are like, what is she doing? My son has all these stickers on my computer. So I'm like trying to look underneath them. Hold on. Let me go to that video real quick.
That's crazy. They have 44 search warrants. Wow.
Why not? It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know. I was saying like 44. Like they digging hard on this one.
I mean, they need to. This is crazy.
Because I'm still bugging out at the 2 kids missing at the same time.
And it's happening over and over and over again. Here he goes right here.
Because, Michael, we're talking about children that are wards of the court that were taken away from their mother because they weren't safe and they were murdered in a placement that they were put in that was supposed to keep them
I know those are
safer than the mother.
Those are the 2 kids that got that the father went to collect wood, and then the 2 kids was missing. I know. I'm on it. But it's just so.
Right, but it says everything that's wrong with the system. It puts
There's something
a
wrong.
light on what's wrong with the system
It
because they
just
failed to
hurts
protect
feelings,
these
y'all.
boys,
It's
and
crazy.
these aren't the only boys that have been failed to They're
Oh
not the
no,
only
it's a
kids
bunch of them.
where they haven't been protected or they're missing.
They don't care about these kids.
And they all over the. It's happening all over the place, man.
All right, guys, go ahead and mute up real quick. Let me play this. I believe this is the video. If not, I already put my disclaimer up there. So here we go.
We begin tonight with a story you'll only see here on 17 News. The biological father of brothers Orson and Orrin West is talking publicly for the first time since the boys were reported missing 10 months ago by their adoptive parents in California City. 17's Christian Galeno has more.
Another month and still no answers as to the whereabouts of Orson and Orrin West. But the boys' biological family is still holding out hope they'll be found safe.
Well, I don't want my kids to be deceased. I want them to come back home because my kids is all I got. After my parents go, it's just me and my kids.
Charles Pettis is the biological father of Orrin and Orson, whose birth names were Classic and Sincere. The boys were removed from their biological mother's home by Child Protective Services and adopted by TREZELL and Jacqueline West in September of 2020.
I was going through family members' phones and they were showing it, and we watched the news, and that's how we found out. We didn't even know that they sent them out to some different people.
The West reported Orrin and Orson missing from their California City home 3 months later on December 21st. Since then, the boys' biological family has held monthly prayer vigils and conducted their own searches, but no sign of the boys. The Bakersfield Police Department, which took over the investigation 7 months ago, insists it's not a cold case.
No one thinks that it's a cold case.
And her right here, Keisha, she's a big, big supporter of the boys. Her, and if they bring up Roro, I will also pause it on there. Her and Keisha are like top notch. Now I see the father is, now that I see that case, and I give him like super props for even taking the leap to even go and do all of this. Like
Because when you get quiet, it's like nobody think about them no more. But we're gonna keep going until I'm gonna keep going until God called me home, or I just can't, So I'm here to the end.
Pettis, who lost another child in an accident, he's remaining hopeful he will see his sons again.
Because they took my family, they took my life away from me. My kids is my life. No matter how long it takes, how hard it's going to be, I won't give up. I will never give up.
In Bakersfield, Christian Galeno, 17 News.
So yes, guys. I mean, other than, like I said, Roro, Keisha, Jennifer, a selected few out there, I don't really see anybody pushing hard for none of that, and people are like, are you going to go out there? Are you going to go out there? I mean, I would hop up and go out there, but I don't feel like from some situations I've been dealing with on the internet, I'm like, nah, like, I don't know what's going to happen if I pop up out there. Not like that, but I'm just saying, like, you just don't want to go places where you feel like you're not welcome. Now, do I care about these kids? Heck yeah. If I ever came across, them, and I'm like, yo, where are these kids at? And they get a little, I might, get a little upset because it's like, these are children that cannot protect themselves by no means necessary. And if you see tonight, when I get off of here, I'm going to go through my phone and like just set up a whole new live where you guys can see pictures of these kids and things like this. What really makes it bad for Jacqueline and TREZELL is that they kept claiming they took our tech. They took our phones. They took our this. They did this. And that's the reason why you can't give us recent pictures. These pictures right here is as recent as you can get. So this lets me know, because a proud parent, dude, I'm even taking pictures of my dog like it's my kid. Okay? So these recent pictures, these are not 4 and 3-year-olds. That's not. This? No. This? No. So where are the recent pictures? Oh, when we get our phones and da-da-da, that's what they let us to believe. When they get their phone back, we get our tech back, we can show you. Did any new pictures come out? I ain't seen them. I don't know if anybody else did, but I haven't seen any new pictures of these children at all.
Yo, I'll be back. My kids are calling me.
Huh?
I said I'll be right back. My kids
Oh,
are
you could have
calling
put that
me.
in the private chat. Look, when I'm talking about these kids, Michael.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
I didn't.
So, yes, I mean, by them not being able to produce, I'm like, I don't know what's up with my signal right now, but I keep scrolling on my end. But them not being able to produce new pictures already let me know that don't make no sense. You guys been got your tech back. And if you guys had iPhones and they said, oh, we got, these new phones waiting for our tech. When you put your code in, all that backs up onto your new phone. Where are the pictures of these children? So this makes me think, since these pictures right here look a little bit younger, and look at how malnourished. I can't tell about the younger one, but the older one looks. Okay? And then you got this picture. That looks like a 2-year-old to me.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a 2-year-old.
Naomi.
That doesn't look like 3 or 4. Go ahead.
So I've said this before, but the picture part didn't really raise a huge flag for me.
Okay.
Because I've been a foster parent, and I know my agency didn't want us posting pictures of our kids.
I thought you're not supposed to, but okay.
Right, you're not supposed to. So they kind of discourage the picture taking.
Okay.
Of the kids. So for me, that didn't raise, like, that part didn't raise the lack of pictures. I didn't think a lot of that.
But even of, like, not just your personal pictures for home, like, I wouldn't take pictures of my son and blast it everywhere. And that's why people are like, well, how come you got your dog up page but not your son? I don't really want to blast him like that. I will eventually, but it's different when it comes to your children. But to have them being your phone, okay. And if they were in that phone, I'm sure they would have pulled recent pictures of those kids. They didn't have any because they weren't alive. Or, that's just in my opinion, or they didn't have them in their possession. So,
right.
That's what I think, and that's the reason why they didn't have anything new to show. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, nothing makes sense. They say they was at Cal City House 2 weeks ago. Okay. Miss Veronica, why can't you talk? What happened? Is it your service or?
No, I can.
Oh, you can. So, okay, what was you saying?
Well, I was saying that I was listening to AV, and he was saying that they were at the old house in Cal City 2 weeks ago. Back over there for quite a while, so I don't know what the outcome was. But
I wonder if I could hit AV real quick.
I'm looking now to.
Is AV on live right now? If he's not, I want to
he was earlier. Him and LV was. I'm looking up to see if Wanda is in there. It's still not showing her.
I don't see that.
I just shared it right now for you. It's the Kern County Sheriff's Department.
Okay,
I just looked it up. I just shared it.
Hold on, you guys, real quick.
Oh, Wanda's in there?
Okay, so let me see. So we have TREZELL, Philip West.
And see, that's what I was trying to go by.
Okay, so Infamous, what are you telling me right now? Because I'm asking. I know TREZELL's in there.
It's on the Kern County Sheriff's Department. Inmate lookup search.
Hold on, love. Okay. I know, but you said they. I only see TREZELL's name on this.
I could bring up Jacqueline's if you want.
Okay, yeah. I already know TREZELL's in there. Bring up Jacqueline and Wanda, please, love. Please.
So there's a court date on the 3rd.
Right. Because I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me see if I could. Did I save his number in here on here?
I'm going to Bakersfield Saturday. or something.
We should just make a trip, Jeanette.
I have to
We should
go
make
there.
a trip, but you ain't gonna want to go with me because I'm going up to police stations. You
Cordell
gonna be
has
like,
a karate. He has a
Don't
karate.
laugh, but how do you spell Jacqueline?
I'm there Saturday.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
I'm going to be
What'd you
down
say?
there Saturday.
What'd you say?
I said Cordell has a karate champion competition in Bakersfield Saturday, so I'll be there Saturday.
It's, if she spells it like this, JACQUELINE. But you remember when she was telling us how to spell her name, she said it a couple different ways. That's why I never know what she really means.
I'm gonna look at my screenshot
So look,
again.
it's listen, JACQUELINE.
Yeah.
JACQUELINE. So when you pop it up, I'll be able to see
I got it. So I'm gonna stop this and share the other one, okay?
Okay. That's fine.
Oh, she got it.
Yeah, I need to see that because I don't want to just say it and I'm looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. Yeah, you're good, Michael. That's what I was looking for.
You can see it?
Which phone was AV in? This one or this one? Here, let me pop it up.
Can you see it?
I'll pop it up right now. Hold on, Liv. Okay, so let's see. So this one is, okay, so Jacqueline is in there. Process D, completed, not completed, no bail, gooding. Next hearing is on the 3rd. I'm thinking, hey, Jeanette, you down? You down to go?
That's Friday.
That's
right?
is that Friday or Thursday? Isn't it Thursday?
I don't know if I can make it by that day. I have to.
I'm gonna look and see if Wanda's in there.
I have to.
I was gonna say I'll drive and get you, and then we go. Because otherwise, I just be with myself. You know what I mean? Unless I find somebody out there, that I feel comfortable with, I would definitely go to this day in court date. I don't even care if they just say will be continued. I just want to see their face. Like, I'm just disgusted. Okay, so what'd you click on, Boo?
Me too.
I am too.
If you were close enough, Miss Veronica, I would say, hey, come on.
I would be there. I would be there.
I would be like,
come
get you.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a mess, though.
I don't mind. When stuff like this happens, I'm telling you, I got all the patience in the world. I don't feel like I have patience, but when it's something that I actually care about, I don't care. I'll wait all day, all night.
No, I mean,
I wouldn't even get a tent. Like, I would literally just chill there.
No, I mean, it's going to be a tent kind of situation.
It's going to be tense because
it's going to be so many people there.
It will be a tense situation, but it should all be out of love for these children. It shouldn't be no hostility at all. Otherwise, I wouldn't understand it. What's really going on now? I thought we wanted this to come about. We don't want to. And if we could find these children still alive since we don't have bodies, I'd be like, yeah. Okay, so Infamous, can you show me Wanda?
That's what I was gonna look up right now. I just didn't want.
I'm looking it up now.
Wanda
I haven't got it.
would have been lying for her child.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I.
That's the correct Jacqueline though, because that's her middle name.
That's her. Yep.
Hello, Justa. Good evening.
John in the building. I can't see because I'm on.
Mm-hmm. She's in the building.
See, John might ride with me. Hey, John. Hey, love. No, justice was not served yet, but we're getting there. John, what are you doing on the
I don't
3rd?
see her in there. I just put Wanda, so I don't see anything.
On the 3rd, 8 a.m. Wait,
I'm about to do everything here. Okay,
They say she was in there first.
Everybody who wants to talk about this case, pop up.
Wednesday.
We need a group discussion. I'm done. I'm like so overwhelmed right now. with irritated excitement
I'm gonna
because I
stop
still want to
sharing.
believe these children are alive. But
Me
if
too.
not,
That would be good. That would be great if they were.
I'm saying if they could just pop up and he could just stop lying. If it happened the way that somebody promised somebody, and I'm saying it little by little, I don't want to say all the information. If they are alive and it happened how somebody promised somebody in this family it would happen, I hope that's the way. And they're just not saying anything because they feel like they're being intimidated by someone, or it's they really did hurt these children.
I
No,
think Jacqueline go.
There's a
I
murder
think
charge, so they hurt these children. They're gone.
Yeah.
And that's why I say there has to be. They can't prove first degree, but they can prove second degree. And for them to
I think Jacqueline gonna crack first.
they had to find something. Go ahead, my love.
Well, that's why I asked at the beginning, Naomi, that
Yes,
if he
love.
was charged, because they only announced on the news him for second degree. So I was wondering if she was going to be charged first.
She was in there first. Because from what I got, they say that she told that he was going to kill himself. That's how they kind of knew where he was. That's what I heard.
See,
I don't know. I'm not down there.
Hurt. It just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not down there.
So we see Jacqueline here, okay, guys, and then Infamous. Do you see Wanda?
I just put Wanda, but she might have a different way of, that might be her middle name for all. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if she has a middle name or if it's, you know what I mean? She might have.
Because there's other ways you can search it, and sometimes I don't know if it's out there. You can see other people that have been. There's like a part where you can see where other people on the same case, and it shows up that way. You can click on it.
Yeah, I'll look. You know me and my research. I'll be looking right.
Oh, I know, boo. Me and you the same. That's gonna be like literally my like YouTube thing, nosy, because I'm nosy, not like nosy hoe, but like when it comes to this stuff, I'm searching, like what's going on.
Yeah,
see, I'm still getting texts on both phones.
That's super.
Hold on. What?
I want to know, but Naomi, I don't know if the first hearing is going to be anything.
I don't think so, but I'm so close that I honestly don't mind.
They're probably going to have TREZELL and Suicide Watch.
Yeah, I just don't want to go alone. See, look, I don't think that she would go this fast. It could have been Jacqueline went first and then they found him after, or vice versa, because we see them there. But oh wait, let me see some. I know I didn't look at something. You don't gotta pop it back on here. Hold on, Infamous. Hold on, you don't gotta pop it back on here, but let me know. Look at Jacqueline, look at TREZELL. You can see their book in time. See if one was earlier than the other.
Okay.
Check that for me real quick.
I will check it right now.
I mean, I could do it, but I ain't.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna put it on mute real quick so I can talk to you.
Okay, yeah.
So they were really living in this RV the whole time. Who gave them an RV? Like, how did they come up?
Wait, no, because I have videos from another person that I was dealing with of them living in a what is that thing called? When they take a house and they split it in half, is that a duplex?
Yes.
Like that, and you can see them going in and out and kind of hiding themselves and stuff like that. So I think they probably got that afterwards, but that's after they left the house in Cal City.
With what?
I didn't click on the display booking information. Do you want me to show you that? I didn't realize.
Yeah, yes, love. Go ahead, pop it up, girl. You know, I'm ready for it all when it comes to them. I'm so mad that I'm excited for this right now. They don't even understand.
So she's going to court on the 3rd?
On the 3rd.
That's an arraignment.
It is going to be an arraignment. I probably should hold my horses, but I just want to look at them. I really do, because I've been waiting for this so long. So I just want to just.
It says 8:18 p.m. she was booked.
8:18 p.m.
So I'm going to look at it. She has no bail.
Oh, well, they better not have it.
She has 2 felony charges: murder, second degree, willful cruelty.
You said 8:18?
Yeah, 8:18 p.m. 3/1/2022 at 8:18. It says right there. I just shared it with you too.
Okay, and then him.
And then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back.
We got all y'all in the building. Pop up in the chat or pop up on the screen. Let's talk about this. And I know it must be a couple of content creators, and that's why a lot of people don't like to say anything. But go ahead, pop up. Let's see. Oh, you're doing it right now. I'll wait for you to do it because I don't want you to.
But I'll be in that town on Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah. See, if I would have drove up to you guys' shoe and then went. I just know. Otherwise, I would have my mother go with me because she down for all my craziness. Except she did not for Amari. She was like, I'm not.
At the same time, so they were booked at the same time. It says. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Get them at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have TREZELL, 8:18 p.m. So that's what I'm saying. There was no such thing as him running away, trying to kill himself and all that. The reason why we see 8:18 p.m. is because they did it tonight, knowing he was going to be home. You think they wasn't watching his pattern and what he's doing? When they're serving a warrant of this magnitude, they're not just saying, hey, we're going to just go see if we find him there. They've been watching him for months.
So they pulled him out of that RV. They pulled him over on the side of the road and grabbed him. Because that's where
I don't know what they did, but they found him at the same time. They got the same number. So go to Jacqueline.
Okay, I'm gonna do that now.
Okay. I just don't want her personal information to pop up on an accident. That's why I keep taking it out. But yeah, she like, nah, they still at home.
Wow.
Uh-oh, let's see Rose's dress. She said Rose got a new dress on. Lelita. Come on, mama. Come here. Layla is so huge, y'all. I don't understand how this dog grew this fast. It's ridiculous. And me wanting to be just defiant to anything, I take her in the restaurants. I take Layla literally everywhere with me. And if somebody gives me a problem, I pick her up and I just walk right past them. Like, don't tell me nothing. Because I don't want to leave her at home. And I don't feel comfortable leaving my animal in the car. I just don't. And when I had to, when I took sight of the doctor, like I literally had her out the whole time till he went in. I went in with him like for the first 10 minutes, checked in with her. And like, I just can't, I don't understand how people leave their dogs in the car for hours. Look at how big she's getting. What? Hold on. Oof, she's getting heavier. Look how big she is now.
You can't put her over your head anymore.
I can't. No, hell no. That's even a task because she's so solid. All right, go back. Go lay down. But she's so protected. Like I'm gonna be so honest. Like ever since I got her, I felt so much less. Like my anxiety went down. She's so attached to me. Like even if she could see me, if she's not like within 2 feet of me, she's flipping out. And I really like it. And she just now started to growl at people. Like a lady, I was like, oh, she's not gonna bite. She's like, I just want to take a picture. She got her camera and went like this. She was like, I was like, oh, she's getting it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is Jacqueline. So no, she got booked in before him. So they did take her first, 8:06. They took her in first and they booked him in. What I think they did is they got him at the same time. I don't know how it is up there in Bakersfield, if they have the Joe with men and women or they have it separate and she was able to get booked in faster than him. But to me, with that time being so close, they got them at the same time. I don't think they got one and then the other. To me, they got them at the same time. Their booking time is so... And she's only a year younger than me. There's no reason why she should have had all them children. There's no reason at all. So she has... Do we see her charges on here? Does she have the exact same ones? She has 2 counts. She has the exact same charges.
Exact same charges, yeah.
She has the exact same charges. So we don't know exactly what happened, which one of them did what. But since they're covering for each other until they can figure out, that's what I'm saying. One of them, they probably been so solid. Someone is going to have to fold.
So look,
what I think is going to happen is she's going to fold. They may give her a lesser time or immunity. I think if she were to say something quicker, she would have got immunity. But I think they might just give her less time to just say everything, depending on what happened. You know what I'm saying?
See that arraignment's going to be really short, and then it
is.
Like,
it is. I'm away. I'm away. I know. I just want to do it just to.
Right.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
It could be months.
And I just feel like
trial.
Going, and I will go super early so I can make sure I get a seat. But just going in there and just looking at them, I feel, I don't know, but I'm not. Because I know it's going to be like a little.
I was going to say, we wanted some street justice if those cops weren't going to bring no charges. I think a lot of people.
I'm saying they better have her coming in a bulletproof vest, him too, because it's going to be like cat fight.
Naomi.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people coming after them. You know, they're probably going to, I don't know, that it might be a real touchy, sensitive what they're going to do.
I think in this case,
they'll probably have them. They'll probably have them on the TV, on the court cam.
Right.
Yeah, this is a little bit serious for this. And I don't know how they're
doing. If they do a change of venue, it could come to my.
They might not want to jeopardize any more of the case if it is.
But normally, Jeanette, when they do a change of venue, they keep it in the same state.
They do.
Just in a different
they just move
area,
it
so it's not that.
They move it to a different county, and usually to a close county. So they could bring it to this county or the one next to me. If they change the venue.
If they take it to yours, I'm gonna be like,
this case went.
I'm here.
We'll be there. If they try to call me for jury duty, I can't because I've talked.
No, you can't. You're too into it. Where you're too invested, you can't.
You just start naming everybody's name and acting like you know. They'll be like, "No, you gotta go, ma'am." Just start naming them.
No, you're too into this case. Too into it.
No, if I didn't say anything and they pulled up one video, I'd go to jail for trying to sit on the jury.
I'm telling you, be like, look, this is just not. And not the detective, John, he said, he told us
he's resigning.
He said this has to do with foul play. For him to even use that word, he's seen something that he can't say. Because for him to use that word, he could have got sued, all kind of stuff for that. There's something that he's seen and he knows.
You know that he's resigning, right?
You're talking.
This was the.
You're talking about the Cal City detective.
Yeah.
Resigning?
So Brian writes, breaking news, TREZELL West, the adoptive father of missing Cal City toddler brothers Orrin and Orson West, is being charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, along with 2 additional counts of willful cruelty to a child and false report of an emergency. And underneath it says, let me see his other ones.
Brian Wayne was late this time, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
No, but last time, remember when he did that kind of like false, like made people think that they had somebody in custody, that last report? Remember? And everybody was fucking flipping out. It really messed with everybody's emotions. Everybody was like up and excited. Even Duty Ron was excited. And then all of a sudden, bam, he basically kind of just baited everybody.
Yeah. So he says it's also unclear if any following charges will be filed against Jacqueline West, the brother's adoptive mother. Since this development, BPD is no longer available to comment about this case for now. I will be live tomorrow on Court TV to discuss the development at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time.
I hope they get him for abuse of a car.
I need to be one of, a person in this type of job, because I feel like I get information like this and it's not so just where they're guessing on what they want to say, Brian's been doing good. I think he's just tiptoeing on this type of stuff because people really ridicule any and everything. It says that is according to Kern County Superior Court. It's been more than a year since the brothers were reported missing, and at this time, the Bakersfield Police Department is unable to confirm whether TREZELL West was in custody. So that's why I think people were getting that wrong information in the beginning. He was in custody. They were both in custody. They weren't able to say it, but he was in custody, and that's when he followed it up with that first part I read. He was in custody. They both were in custody at the same time. I think that she just got booked in a couple minutes before him, but that is basically what happened. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this live up, but I'm going to make another live right after this so it could just be us discussing it. But I don't want this to be a super long live for people to look through and find information. I'm going to keep it. I'm trying to keep these lives at an hour. But right after this, I'm going to pop back on so y'all just hop back in, okay? So the ones in the right here, you guys can just stay right there. Y'all just hop in with me. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.